Hi guys, and welcome back to my floor. Today I'm very excited because yes, I got a new pet. If you watched my video, I think 2 weeks ago, you saw that I set up Percy's new enclosure and moved her back to the tank that she was in. When I did that, I was cleaning out her temporary tank, and my husband came in and he was like, "So what's gonna go in this one?" And I was just like, something else can go in this one. As you guys know, I have a whole list of animals that I want to have one day, and after doing some research and seeing which one I wanted at this moment, I ordered something new. So today we're going to be unboxing that, and also I filmed me setting up that tank for this animal, and you'll see me put him or her, I'm not sure, in that new enclosure. So yeah. Alright guys, so it's here. So we're going to go ahead and open it. It's such a small box. So let's see what's in there. So here he is. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute! Look at him! Looks like there's a bunch of poop and stuff in here, so we need to get him into his enclosure.
So I realized that I got super excited and didn't even say what this was. So this is my new fire skink.
And guys, his enclosure is already 100% set up. I've had it set up for a few days now, just to make sure that the temperatures and everything would stay where they were supposed to be. And the only thing that I don't have is an actual UVB light. So you'll see a hood on the top of his enclosure. That's not the actual UVB light because it'll be here tomorrow. Everything else is good. His temperatures are all good. I got everything set up. I'm not even going to touch him. I'm just going to put him into the enclosure. Just going to open the lid and let him crawl in. That way it doesn't stress him out any more than he has to be. The only animal I've actually ever ordered online was Percy, and out of all the animals, she was the most stressed out of all of them, so I want to cause him the least amount of stress as possible. So I'm going to leave him alone for a few days. The only reason I even did order him online is because my husband's work schedule has been absolutely crazy. He's been working 6 to 7 days a week, and I don't like driving out of town at all. It makes me very anxious, so driving to Tennessee to go to Repticon is a lot for me. So we went ahead and ordered him. Yeah, so we're going to try to cause him the least amount of stress as possible.
Alright, so starting with the substrate, you're going to need a bucket of treated water and some eco earth. You'll see that I ended up cutting this eco earth block in half, but then later I had to go back and make more. So I would just suggest using the entire block, and you're going to soak that in water, I think 15 to 20 minutes so it can break up, or you can just buy the bags of eco earth. It's just cheaper to do it with the block. And then I'm going to sanitize all of the furniture that's going to go in the tank, and I just use Dawn and a toothbrush for that because I reuse all my decorations and I don't want it to smell like any other animal. So this is all that stuff cleaned and ready to go into the tank. And then we go back to the eco earth and we see that it is nice and damp, but it's not soaked, so it's ready to go. And I mixed in some cypress mulch. This is forest floor cypress mulch because I mixed in a few things to make the substrate for this tank. And then I also mixed in some sphagnum moss. And this is just a close-up view of me mixing everything in. I think in the end I ended up using the entire block of eco earth, half of a bag of cypress mulch, not even a quarter of a bag of the sphagnum moss. And I just mixed that until it looked like it was a consistency that I was okay with. You want the bedding for them to be soft, but it also needs to hold moisture because they do like a high humidity. And this is where I go back and add more of the coconut fiber because the texture of the bedding didn't look as soft as I wanted it to. And then this is where I'm just gonna pour that in. If you can see, I already have the heat pad set up. He will be in a 20-gallon long to begin with because he's a baby, and eventually he will need a 40-gallon breeder tank. And this is just me packing that substrate into the ground so that he can burrow. On the left side of the tank, he does have a much thicker area so that he can burrow into that because that'll be his cool side. And then on the right side, it's much thinner so that the heat from the heat pad can go up and he can hide in that log. And that's where he spends a lot of his time, is hiding in that hotspot log. But I've seen him on multiple occasions go to the deeper side and just dig under the log on the left side. And then I'm just putting all the decorations and stuff in so that he feels more secure and he can hide in the greenery. And this is what it ended up looking like before I put that food bowl, water bowl, and hydrometer in. I added a layer of leaf litter because I read online that they really like that, and I noticed that he really likes getting under those leaves when he's moving from his hot side to his cold side. And as I said before, guys, I guess I got so excited when I unboxed him that I forgot to even talk about my new reptile. So as I put him into his tank for the first time and we watch him kind of move around and do animal things, I thought I would talk about my new fire skink. So this is my new African fire skink. I ordered him from undergroundreptiles.com, and as I said before, I don't normally order animals online, but this was a special case. But I had a really good experience, and he was actually a lot less stressed out than Percy was when I ordered her online. And as you can see here, this guy seems to be really well fed. It only took him about a day or two before he wasn't skittish to come out anymore. I've been able to pet him, but I haven't actually tried to hold him yet just because he still is a little bit skittish, but he is perfectly okay coming out and eating and drinking even if I'm sitting right there at the desk, which I thought was really cool. I'm not sure if this is a male or a female. I keep going back and forth between calling it a he or a she. Apparently it's not the easiest thing to tell if fire skinks are male or female, but as far as a name goes, I'm thinking about Ember. I really like that name. But yeah, so this was her on day one when I very first put her into her tank. And now we're just going to kind of go into a little montage of clips that I've taken of her since I've had her. Like I said, she took no time at all to settle in. And I think it's really cool that when I was researching these guys, it said that you will hardly ever see them drink out of their water bowls. And I see her drink out of her water bowl every single day. And they do require a high humidity. And I spray her tank down every day, sometimes twice a day if the humidity drops too low. But she actually really likes drinking out of her water bowl. And she likes to bask, which is another thing that it said that I would never see her do. Now, finding a care guide for these guys was very difficult because going site to site, it was very wishy-washy as to what exactly that they need. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about how her tank is set up. She is in a 20-gallon long, but when she becomes an adult, she'll be in a 40-gallon breeder. She has a UVB light since she is a diurnal reptile, and she has a hot and cold side in her tank. The cold side has a thicker layer of substrate so that she can burrow, and the hot side stays at about 95 degrees, and I accomplished that by using both a heat pad and a heat lamp because I noticed that she likes to bask and sometimes she likes to hide and get warm. They are insectivores, so they will eat basically any kind of bugs you can find: mealworms, waxworms, roaches, crickets, basically anything. And they do like a pretty high humidity, about 60 to 70%, so you're going to have to mist the tank down at least once a day. As far as handling, these guys can be skittish and they are very fast, so it's definitely something you're going to have to work up to. Otherwise, I think these guys are awesome pets and I am beyond excited.
And that's it, guys. I really hope that she does good in this new enclosure. They grow pretty slow, so she's going to be in that 20-gallon long for a little while. But I will do an update video in a few weeks to show you how she's doing in her enclosure and all that. But yeah, I hope she's happy in there for now. She's going to get up to like 15 inches, so she's definitely going to need that bigger tank. But for right now, that should be good. But yeah, I am super excited, and like I said, I will update you guys in a few weeks to let you know how she's doing. If you're not already following me on Instagram, you can follow me over there at l.622, where I post pictures of my animals throughout the week, and I will definitely be posting pictures of my new fire skink as well. And if you like this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. I put out new videos every single Sunday. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.